Hey guys, I'm Morthadon and we are back for Black Clover episode 22. We had a hell of an episode last time. It was very cool. We had Asta dual wielding. We had a necromancer guy that I'm not sure if he's conjuring the dead with his magic, or is he converting corpses to being alive, are those real corpses there, But we have a lot of the magic knights in the area kind of coming together and then splitting up into separate groups to go and fight what's happening, this attack on the Clover Kingdom. So or at least this city in the Clover Kingdom. But yeah, let's jump into the episode. I think I'm really looking forward to seeing some action, some cool fighting. I wonder if I talked about whether or not Asta is going to be the one to save the day, since Asta is the one that came up against the summoner himself. So we'll see. I don't know if he's going to win or not. He just had a big win in the last arc, so I wouldn't be surprised if he failed, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens. So let's jump into it, shall we? Alrighty, guys, so we are going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Alright. Ba, 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 ba. A single mage saved them all. I wonder if we're ever gonna get, more backstory on that first Wizard King. I've talked about it several times, but they show that at the start of everything, but... Alright, so we got some recap. Cool. Okay, they consider the Clover Kingdom being... That's not the name of this capital, right? The royal capital? I think I almost want to say it starts with an L, but I'm not sure. And Asta leaves before a plan is made. Which I kind of agreed with. Actions, but I thought they were going to sit here and talk a lot more at one point when they mentioned, we should just defend here. But yeah, they split up and left pretty quickly, so I was okay with that. I think I forgot to talk about that, but that friggin' map that dude made is insane. Alright. This guy. I'll have to save dessert for later. Alright. And now the opening. Oh, we're gonna get to see Asta come in. This is crazy how many Asta kills this quickly. Watch. I know you guys know already. But this shit's crazy. This crazy motherfucker. And then Asta comes in. Look at that. He just took out 9 of them instantly. Alright, now the opening. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take a sip of water, because I should have did it before I started recording, but I never remember. And then... And then I gotta do that. Hey guys, I'm weirdly excited, because I was sitting there before recording and I was like, I'm kind of hungry, but I want to record. But what am I going to eat after I record? Because I don't really want to cook anything. I just kind of want a snack. and I forgot that I have grapes, and now I'm really in the mood for some grapes. I got some grapes last week when I went shopping, and I accidentally got the ones that were cotton candy because I just saw grapes and grabbed them, and I had no idea that they'd like genetically engineered grapes to taste like cotton candy. And when I ate them, I was mind blown. I even said to my friends, I'm like, for some reason these grapes taste like cotton candy. I'm probably crazy. And they're like, no, they just make them like that. And I'm like, what? And then I looked at the packaging and saw it, and I was like, Jesus, I had no idea. That's crazy. Alright. Did I just say wild magic dance? Alright. Jeez. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, there's 6 of them on the ground right next to Asta. Who knows if there's any more that he took out. He nullified the magic so they can't get up, right? You're the one with the anti-magic? Oh, so he knows of him. Oh, how did he hear about Asta? And he even knows. Well, I guess he's wearing the outfit, but he knows he's like the bottom of the barrel, though. He's well informed. Alright, now we're gonna get to another group. I love how people are so dense, like trying to negotiate with a zombie like that. The Silvas are here. They do a really good job of making these guys, like, their smile just look like they're smug assholes. Alright. Call me Captain. Oh. Northwest District. Yeah, Asta's anti-magic sword. That's their weakness. And I guess just blasting off their upper body like that one person did. Oh, jeez. Everybody in that one scene. Alright, so they figured out that they're not actually alive, so they're just gonna fucking decimate them, yeah. Jesus. Okay. Now they're showing off their stuff. I guess Asta just got to show off first. But last episode, when we saw all these people arriving, they were like barely doing damage to these things. They like blow like one little hole in them, but. And then Asta just took out like 6 or more. But now they're doing work. Okay. Jeez. He's kind of like, Mars a bit. That's crazy. Just a giant golem kind of thing. Getting some healing done, that's what's up. Another Earth creation, okay. Call me Captain. Oh, she summoned a sword! Oh. A thorn... A thorn magic blade thing. Ooh! That reminds me of a mage spell on WoW. Oh. Alright. Jesus. Has, we didn't really get to see her doing anything, did we? Noelle? Oh. He's so strong. I love how this guy just acknowledges him. Okay, runs his mana through corpses. So they are actual corpses, I think, is from what he just said. Something suspicious about that girl. I don't trust her. She shouldn't still be in the scene. I mean, I guess they're surrounded by fire. Oh, that went past. Oh no, the girl? Okay, no, she's okay back there. Oh shit. The bird? What? Did the bird just dab? Okay. So, yeah, let's just recap. There was that scene, the transition scene in the middle, and then we get that little bit of recap. Alright, I was confused. I was like, didn't we just do this? Are we gonna get to see the bird dab again, or are they gonna skip that? I know it's not actually a dab, I'm just fucking around. There it goes! Alright. And we got the recap and then just cut away anyway. Okay. Nice. The swords, the birdie. Typically, win magic. Okay, that's kind of cool. Just pounding things into the ground. They're just making puns while killing zombies. Every rose has its thorns. Oh, oh no. Curse power. Well, that's not good. Alright, small sword time. Oh, jeez. Not the girl! We're supposed to imply by all the slashes that Asta's making multiple swings, but they're saving on animation a little bit, I think. Doing that stuff right there. Yeah, now they're zooming out and you can see it a little bit. Yeah, okay. That's fine. I just gotta sometimes distinguish that it's not like a skill of his that he can slash once and it actually slashes like 10 times or something. Where's the fire guy that was like literally just watching Asta? Oh, Noelle. Save the girl! Get the girl out of there! Uh-oh. She's getting PTSD from this shit. Don't listen to him, Noelle! Save the girl! Help! Jeez. Alright, so I guess he's still fighting things. Oh, okay. Oh, this guy. Oh, so are we gonna get some bigger guns in here? Focus! He realized. He's literally flaming with passion. Steel yourself and get stronger! Steel yourself, woman! Oh. It's kind of like funny imagery. Like she's like taking his place or becoming like him essentially, but the bird is like consoling her. Oh. And every cut will just like continue to bleed. Yeah, no. So you better be grateful. Oh, jeez. Alright, Asta. Now you can go on the offensive. Oh, he's dual wielding again! Oh, nice, this guy. Show me your true power! Whoa! He's whirlwinding! Yes! Go Asta! Oh, that's amazing! Spin to win, baby! Get him! Madara! Did that do it? Is Jimmy done for? Yeah, the guy isn't beaten yet. You've already seen his magic canceling. You've explained it yourself. Alfred. Oh no. He has arms or legs. He needs to absorb the lightning with one sword and deflect it with the other. And then throw the magic back. Oh shit, that's a lot of lightning. Everybody can see that shit. You know, just knows. What? Holy shit, that was a fast episode. What? I mean, I guess we did get the halfway. Oh my god, like... Damn. That literally, it feels like we just started the episode. Like, There's some episodes that do this, where the ending just sneaks up on me. There's others where I'm constantly glancing at the time, not because I'm bored, just because I'm, like, curious, like, maybe some of the scenes are dragging on, and I kind of, like, get the point, so I just, like, my eyes wander, and I'll look over at my monitor, and I'll see, like, oh, recording time, 20 minutes, probably a couple minutes left, But this one just snuck up on me big time. This is a friggin' action-packed episode, though. I mean, the sad thing is with action-packed episodes like this, I'm not sure how much I'm going to have to talk about in discussion, just because it was a lot of fighting that I don't know, like, what I'm supposed to say, But I do have a few things that I also forgot to talk about in previous episodes, and maybe we'll cover that a lot. Alrighty, but that is the end of episode 22, guys. Man. Alright. I guess really quick, I want to get over with the stuff that I forgot to talk about in previous episodes, because if I start going on about this episode, I'm going to forget. But they recapped several of the things, and I realized, like, duh, I have a really bad habit of that, of, like, just forgetting some scenes, at the end of an episode. And so, first of all, I don't think I ever talked about the dude's magic in the last episode that created the live, like, map of the city, like 3D model of the city with everything that's, like, actually happening showing up on it. And that is insane. That's freaking bonkers, right? Like, the fact that, like, it'd be one thing if he created a whole 3D scale of the the town, right? Or the royal capital. But it's a whole nother thing that he's able to, like, that in itself would be crazy. But the fact that he's able to get live updates, right? That seems like crazy to me. Um, he was able to like link the mana of like everybody or something like that, or like detect the mana of everybody within like I think there's like a barrier up around the capital, everything like within that, and he was able to see like all the burning buildings and everything. Like that's crazy, but I mean, I didn't really have anything specific to say other than to just like express my, you know, awe of the depth of the magic that can be done in this world. Like I think a lot of the attacks we saw this episode were cool. Summoning big golems to smack things, the fire breathing animal that one dude was riding, uh, that Captain Girl's her friggin' like whips that are thorns, that are coming out of the hilt of a sword. That's pretty cool. A lot of that stuff we see is like cool, but not like, I don't want to say not really creative, but I feel like I've seen it before. But seeing that map was like, so like the level of detail that you can do with your magic in this world is just insane, if that's just one of the things. And I know that he's one of like the top like wizards in the kingdom, so it makes sense that he'd be able to do something that powerful. But it makes me wonder, like, what's the king capable of? I'm super curious on that. I wonder if he has any like insane magical ability like that, that's just gonna like blow my mind. But yeah, that was pretty cool. The other thing I forgot to talk about was when all of the Silvas were bashing on Noelle and said, "You killed our mother." I don't think I ever talked about that either, and I think that has to do, like, I'm assuming that when their mom was giving birth to Noelle, she died during childbirth, right? Like, I can't imagine Noelle actually physically killing her mom. So I think that's going to be what it is. I think she's going to have died in childbirth, and that's just kind of, unfortunately, there are some people in the world that will, over time, attribute that death to the child that was born, and I think that's incredibly wrong to do. But I guess I can see, like, I don't understand it, but I can see why they do it. Like trying to justify the death and have someone to blame. And it's just like an accident that happens, and you can't blame the baby for being born. So I mean, but so that's kind of like, if that is what it is, I can't imagine that Noelle was just like one day like, all right, I'm gonna kill mom. Like, she does not seem like the kind of person. And also, unless she did it physically, for a while she couldn't even aim her spells to kill her mom, unless it was like a freak accident, which I feel like that would be like too much if it was something along the lines of like, oh, I was shooting my magic and accidentally one of my, bolts curved and hit our mom and killed her. I feel like that's a little bit too much for this show, so I think it's going to be, and not too much for this show. That's a poor choice of words. I think it's going to be like a childbirth thing. But yeah, I just never really talked about it, and I had those thoughts in my head, and I was like, I'll just wait till discussion to talk about it, and then I never did. So I figured I would throw that in the end here, because they recapped it a little bit here with her having that like little PTSD moment where she froze up. But yeah, anyway, now to talk about the episode. Apologies for trying to get all that out of the way, but I also don't have a whole lot other than those things that were recapped to talk about for this episode, though, because a lot of it was just all the characters fighting. Now, I already touched on it a little bit, but a lot of like the the big wizards, the established ones that are strong, showing off was cool. We had like the crystal guy that reminded me a little bit of like Mars's magic. With summoning like crystal formations, and then we had that whole little like fire group that kind of, the one guy did like a blue like beam that he like channeled from his chest, and it just pew, like that was kind of cool. I wonder if that was supposed to be like a blue fire or something else. But the rest of them were kind of just like blowing fire around, which was a lot of fire and it was really cool. But yeah, and then like I mentioned her already, but the girl with like the thorny vine things, that was pretty cool. She was just like whipping them around like everywhere. It was crazy. But and then there was two characters, one that summoned like a golem that was punching things, another one that summoned a golem in like a different group that was swinging swords. That was pretty cool. I kind of like the whole like summoning aspect of shows, even though I like summoning when it comes to like characters in video games. I'm a big fan of playing like the summoner classes, but I'm not a big fan of them in shows. I feel like it's a little anticlimactic. Like I want my heroes to be heroes going into the fray, and kind of like what Asta does. Um just a personal preference. So when I see like a summoner like that in a show, I'm kind of like, okay, that's what they do. But yeah, I mean, that one moment when the big guy that likes to talk about desserts had a bunch of them running at him, and Klaus just puts up a wall, and then the other guy just drops a bunch of rocks on him. I guess the wall was to make it so the rocks didn't roll off and hit the big dude there. So that was kind of funny. I wonder if the big dude is actually in trouble, because he thanked them for saving his life, but he seemed to just kind of be laughing at like right before it. So I feel like he probably would have been okay, but it was still a cool coordinated attack from them. That was neat. Yuno was kind of doing his normal thing with the like wind swords, and then the bird made of wind attacking things. So that was cool. Um, I know there was more, but I'm just not really recalling too many. The Silvas were just kind of like shooting water everywhere. Uh, the leader there made it like rain, like, and just took out a bunch of them, which wasn't very like visually impressive, but powerful. If you can just make it rain in a whole area and demolish them. I kind of wish there was like a little more like hype thing for him, just because he was built up with that like pressure we had a couple episodes ago of like how strong he is. That he can like put a chill in the air just from his like magical power emanating. So I kind of wish there was something more visually stunning from him, but I'm fine with what we got, I think. But yeah, and then as for Asta's fight, just getting into that was cool. He's obviously defending the girl. Obviously, he's not going to let her die, even though the other guy was trying to get him to let her die and stuff like that. Typical Asta would not give up. Noel came in to not save the day, but at least let Asta go on the offense rather than being stuck on defense. And when Asta did the whirlwind thing, basically when I say whirlwind, it's just like the act of like spinning with a weapon so quickly that he was creating like the wind around him and stuff like that. It's actually, several games have it, like different wording for different games and stuff like that, but I generally call it the spin to win skill. And a lot of video games have it these days that are at least like action RPG type things, and I play a lot of those. So like Diablo 3, I played a crap ton of Whirlwind Barb back in the day, around when D3 like first came out, and I absolutely loved the skill. So that was just the first thing I thought of when I saw Asta doing it, and that's why I got like so excited. Like, it was such a silly thing because they animated it in a way that like you know, he was supposed to be doing the spinning, but his head was still standing still, you know? Like, so it kind of like looked a little silly, but I was still just so excited because it's, you know, one of my favorite skills in an action RPG. And, you know, when the main character uses it and kicks ass with it, I'm like, yeah! But yeah, and then the rival dude being there and just being like, this guy doesn't fight like anyone else. It's crazy. I like it. Like, show us how strong you are and stuff like that. I like how even though he's a noble, he's not dwelling on the fact that Asta isn't a noble. He sees strength and he respects it, and you know, wants to be his rival. So I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, Asta took out Jimmy, and now we have oh shoot, what was it? Oh shoot, I'm stupid. Alfred? No, that's the name of a character from a different show I'm watching right now. A live action show. What was it? Did it start with an A? It was Alfred. Shit. Damn it. I'm watching the live action show The Last Kingdom on Netflix right now, and there's a character on there called Alfred. So it's like my first thought was Alfred, and then I was like, no, that's the Last Kingdom character. You watched like 3 episodes of that today. That's why you're thinking about that. And yeah, no. It is Alfred. Okay. Coincidence, I guess. But yeah, that it has no legs, has no arms, it's just floating there with a ton of lightning. I was thinking, I mentioned it and I guess I can elaborate. I was thinking about how Asta should absorb the sword that can absorb magic and then throw it back at the person. He should absorb some of it with one and then block it and like reflect it back with the other one. So he could like reflect it back, absorb it, and then once it's done, send a slash out, you know? That'd be kind of cool, but I don't know if that's what he's gonna do. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. He's getting, I don't know, it zoomed out and there was just a crap ton of lightning striking. I imagine Asta did something though, so we'll have to find out next episode. But yeah, great episode, a lot of action. Obviously, I love that Asta would not give up on protecting the girl, you know, and which I put off as common sense. Of course, he's gonna save the girl, but it is like still good of him, you know. He didn't have to do that, so yeah. But yeah, I think that's it from me though, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you want to see the next episode, you can check out my Patreon. It is on there, and I appreciate any support on there. You can check out the link in the description, or you can go to patreon.com/Morthadon. There's also my exclusive shows on there, like Soul Eater and Violet Evergarden. So, yeah, guys, thank you so much. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye.